Water, energy and food are basic human needs, and yet these resources are not always guaranteed to all. By connecting these three sectors, innovative solutions can be found and negative trade-offs minimized. This is called the Water, Energy and Food Security Nexus approach. It challenges existing structures, policies and practices at the global, regional and national levels in order to rethink and connect them. It is a central pillar of the 2023 Agenda and an enabler for reaching the Sustainable Development Goals. The Nexus reached the global stage at the Bonn Conference in 2011. Following this, the Nexus Regional Dialogues program was launched to operationalize and institutionalize the Water, Energy and Food Security Nexus approach in national and regional governance structures and investment decisions in 5 regions around the world. But implementing the Nexus is no small feat, as it must be adapted to each context, taking on different shapes and sizes. Let's take a look at how this is done through some key examples from within our working regions. In the rural community of San Pedro de Casta in Peru, a demonstration project has been conducted to showcase the added value of the Nexus through a landscape approach, tackling sustainable water management and farming systems in a holistic manner to further increase the crop and vegetable production. The community now benefits from stable incomes and improved food security, and is more resilient against the effects of climate change. The Nexus approach also supports transboundary projects like the Tuyumuyun hydroelectric complex, a shared water energy facility along the Amudarya River at the border between Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. The two countries are working together to implement cost-effective technical and investment solutions to tackle the sedimentation of the Roslovoye Reservoir. This is forecasted to ensure water, energy and food security for 5 million people in both countries. Locally, the Nexus Dialogue in the Middle East and North Africa is working to upscale Nexus-based farming by developing and testing integrated systems adapted to climate change. The goal is to identify an enabling environment through adapted policies, financing products and business models so that Nexus farming can be adopted on a larger scale. On a transboundary level, the Niger Basin Authority has adopted the first-of-a-kind guideline for integrating the Nexus approach into future development projects. National and regional policy dialogues have led to this approval, aiming to promote coordinated cooperation in managing natural resources in the Niger Basin's 9 member states. In the Southern African Nexus Dialogue, an initiative led by the Southern African Development Community is addressing gaps in coordinated projects around water, energy and food. Priority investment projects have been identified to assess for bankability and mobilize funding for implementation. The goal is to improve the capacity of the 16 member countries to undertake adaptation and mitigation measures against climate change at the national and regional levels. These Nexus milestones demonstrate that the Nexus approach contributes to a more resources-efficient future. It's time to stop thinking of the water, energy and food sectors separately and to embrace a coherent and integrated Nexus approach.